Hey y'all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the very last video of 2021. That feels so crazy to say. I've already done my favorites in makeup, in eyeshadow palettes, and I did mention in my eyeshadow palettes video that there was a palette I had received in PR that I had never tried yet. So today I want to try it because you all seemed interested in it and I am so freaking interested in it. And today it's the Urban Decay Naked Cyber palette. I have not swatched this. I have not even opened my personal palette. I have seen it in some videos on YouTube. I have seen it in person at Ulta. I never swatched it or anything like that. So I am so curious about this, especially because, okay, do you all watch every single solitary 2021 favorites video that you can get your hands on? Because I certainly do. And I have seen this palette both on the lists of the best makeup of 2021 and the worst makeup of 2021. So I'm really curious where I'm going to fall in that spectrum, but today I'm going to be testing this out for the first time with you all. I'm going to do a look. I have something kind of in mind, an idea in mind. Let's get right into it. So first of all, I do have to say the packaging is badass. I really do think this is beautiful looking, like all the circuitry. It is very Matrix Resurrections, is it not? Damn, I should have said I was doing a Matrix look. That would have put me way up in the algorithm. And the inside packaging is just as amazing. So it is plastic packaging, which I know some people have thoughts about, but I just, oh my God, I just love like the circuitry vibe, and that's badass. And when we open it up, we have the normal 12 pan palette that is normal for the Naked palettes by Urban Decay. And it's funny because when this was first released and first talked about, my opinion was literally torn because part of me was like, that looks like 84 shades of just like white. Like, what the hell is that? And then I was like, you know what though? This reminds me of something. So in a small way, this reminds me of one of my most favorite makeup palettes of all time, and that's the Naked Cosmetics Duochrome palette, where it's just, I think it's actually called, it's called the Holographic Highlighter Collection, but where you have these different cool shades. Like, you can tell that this one has like a pink, a purple, a green, a blue, and I feel like this is similar, where at first this looks like nothing, but this is one of my favorite palettes of all time. So could this also be one of my favorite palettes of all time? Now, I do want to do some swatches and show you the swatches in natural sunlight, but I am thinking that these are going to be best over a black base because that is how I really like to use this palette. Then the colors really pop and shine, and they're really sparkly and really like overwhelmingly beautiful. I have a feeling this is going to be similar, but I am going to do swatches on my bare arm with no black base so we can see what it looks like. Okay, so I want to show you these swatches. These were all done finger swatches and taken outdoors in natural light. I do want to use those quotations because, as maybe a lot of you know, I film my videos early in the morning, a lot of times before I work my regular job, so the sun is not all the way up, and for some reason my skin looks slightly gray. So please ignore the way my skin looks in these swatches, but you can see all 12 swatches here. And I will say I'm torn on this because at first, as I was going along, I'm like, oh, these aren't very pigmented. Oh, these aren't showing up very much. But then I remembered my own words where I said that I think that a lot of these are going to show up best over a black base. And I really do think that's going to make them pop. Now, I will say I can see why people use the color Bite in most of their looks because it is a richly pigmented matte and really beautiful. Now, that being said, that is the only richly pigmented matte in the whole palette. There are 3 other mattes, and I had to kind of go back and forth a few times on those, so I was not 100% impressed with that. But some of these shimmers really are intensely beautiful. Like, this one here is so hard to see, but it's cyberspace, and it's like this pink blue shift. It's really beautiful, and I know a lot of people talk about Y3K, which is right here, that has this amazing duochrome to it. So I want to get this on my face so badly. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but let's see how this goes. All right, so let's get into this. One other thing I forgot to mention is that they always include a brush with their palettes, and I used to just not even pay attention to these brushes, but they're actually really nice. Now, this one is one that it's like a dense fluffy brush, so I wouldn't use it quite for blending out a crease, but it's nice. And this is a good little smudger brush, so these are decent. Don't throw these away. And I also like this one is clear. They're usually not, so don't discard these. So before I go in with a black base, I want to take Virtual, which is kind of a peachy orange matte. It's very light. I'm just going to use this to kind of buff into my crease. It's really hard to see on camera, but this is actually a very pretty color. It's something that I could see myself using a whole lot. It's just a nice warm orangey peach. Also makes my eyes look crazy blue. Blue. I feel like I should apologize for all the times you guys have had to hear me sing. All right, now that we've done that, I want to go in with Bite, which is, again, that really rich, orangey brown, very intense color. So I'm going to take a lot off my brush, pretty much any excess, and I just want to put this in the crease. See, this one is a very bold color, so you do have to kind of be careful with this if you're going for a more neutral look. Okay, so for my black base, I'm going to be using the NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil. This one is in Black Bean. This is very creamy, so I like to kind of apply it, but then make sure it's completely blended out with a fluffy brush. Do I want to just apply it with the brush? No, we'll just draw it on a little bit. And I just disobeyed my cardinal rule, which is with these, I prefer to do one eye at a time. I don't know why I applied it on the other eye, so I'm going to work kind of quickly. So this is a very light black base. Let's try it and see how it looks. So what colors do I want to do? I think I want to start with Cyberspace, which is a pink that has definitely, like I said, those blue-green tones to it. And then maybe go into Static, which is this lighter blue. And then I have to try Y3K, which is that much darker one. But we are going to start with Cyberspace. Oh, that is such a cool color. Do you see that blue shift? Ooh! So the blue is coming through real strong on this. And it's weird because on my brush, do you see how orange it is? That is so weird. I guess that's because of the black base though. Ooh, this is fun. Again, look how orange it is on my brush, but how like it's catching the blue so cool from that black base. But again, we're going to go in with Static, which is the more blue, and then Y3K, which is, I don't know what to even call these colors. I just flipped over the brush. Static is a little hard to pick up, but it looks straight up like silvery gray on the brush. Let's see what it looks like on the eyes. Oh, that's like a vibrant purple blue. So over the black base, it is a little difficult to tell the difference between the two shades, but when you're up close, this one definitely has more of a green shift with almost that like orangey shift, and this one is straight up blue. This is so neat. I'm going to take a different brush to go into Y3K. This one, do you see how like pinky orange it looks on the brush? Let's see. All right, I'm going to turn down the lights to see if you can see the difference in colors, because I feel like the lighting might be washing things out a bit. And I want you to see that there are 3 distinct different colors here. So on the inner corner, you can see that it catches in some ways the darker like pinky orange color right there. You can see the shift. And when I move, you see how the outside is the darkest. That's not even from the crease color. That is from that Y3K. It's so cool that it looks different in different lights. Like there, the outer corner almost disappears, but when you look dead on, I'm taking Virtual, which is that orangey color, back under my eyes. Also, I want to take Cyberspace on the other end of that brush and spray it, and this will go on the inner corner because I'm really curious if, because I don't have the black base on the inner corner, if this is going to catch like that orangey red. You know what, I've said in other videos before that I don't love stuff on my inner corner, but yet I keep doing it. Like, why? Why? Okay, I'm going to hop off camera real quick, and I'm going to do my blush, mascara, and my lips, and we are going to go over my first thoughts on this palette. All right, so I added blush, highlighter, super glossy lips, and I even added a little star stamp. I had one on the other side, but it looked terrible, so I deleted it. Let's go over my first thoughts on the Naked Cyber palette. So I will start by saying that I don't think that this belongs in the Naked series. When I think of the Urban Decay Naked series, I think of these neutral, beautiful palettes that you can gift to somebody really easily, that they can create whole looks with very easily. And this palette is not that, if we're being honest. There's nothing neutral about this. This is a very unique palette though, in that it is just full of those shimmery duo multi-chromes. As far as the quality, I will say that I have tried better duo and multi-chromes. I will say that this is not the best quality palette I've ever tried in my life. That being said, this was a lot of fun to play with, and I have a feeling that I am going to, in general, have a lot of fun playing with this in the future. Like, I really kind of love this look, this like shimmery blue going on. I mean, I would have never thought that I would have loved a look like this, and I really love it, especially when you get up close and you can see again the purple on the outside, and then here is that blue purple, and then here is like a green blue. Like, these are such different colors, and it's so cool. And also, I feel like this look looks best with just a fuck ton of mascara and no lashes, which is my preferred aesthetic. I think it's a lot of fun. Is this an everyday palette for me? Absolutely not. It's not. Do you need this? No. But if you are somebody who enjoys different kinds of makeup and only filling your makeup collection with pieces that really are unique, I do feel like this is a really unique palette. Would I have put this at my best of the year? Probably not, because it's fun, but I know myself and I'm not going to be using this every single day. But I do also want to say that you can absolutely make some beautiful neutral looks with this. If you stick with just these mattes, these 4 mattes, that's a beautiful neutral look. And this color is really, really pretty. Like, I would love to have that as a smoky eye just all over the lid by itself. Chef's kiss. So yeah, I hope that wasn't too wishy-washy, but I do always just want to be honest with you guys. Like, do I think that this is a must-have for everyone? No. Do I think this is a must-have for some people? Yes. Is this a must-have for me? I don't think this is a must-have for me, but I'm happy to have it in my collection, and I will be using it as often as I can because it's just, like I said, it's a lot of fun. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want you to let me know down below, do you have this palette? If you do, what do you think of it? If you don't, is this something that you would personally pick up? Because I do know that this would be super appealing to some people and not appealing at all to others. Also, I just kind of keep looking down at myself in the monitor. I'm like, oh, that shift is so cool. Look, the outer corner completely disappears, and then I look dead on, and look how dark that is so rad. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already. You all can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are all GlitterFallout. And as always and forever, you are super freaking rock stars. I'm sorry I'm getting mushy this time of year, but you all have been so, so amazing during 2021. I can't wait to see what 2022 brings. There are going to be some changes on my channel, and I think they're going to be really good changes. I hope you all love them. I hope you're all in for the ride, so stay tuned. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.